certainly is.
Junior Rotax. Biggest grid of the weekend. 25 karts have qualified. I'll quickly rattle it down. Riley Bishop. Who's going to beat Riley Bishop on that TB? Milo Henderson. He's been pretty much there in second place for the whole weekend. On row 2, Daniel Hartley shares with Logan Lauder, who's not an Ultimate R driver. I've just been confirmed.
No, he's not. He is with Precision Racing.
Precision, right, okay. Row 3 is, row 2. I've missed out somebody. Row 2, Marcel Poppicle and Daniel Hartley. Row 3, Logan Lauder and Jack Robinson. Row 4, Adam Turicek and Owen Wallace. Ewan House and Lewis Sumner are on row 10. Daniel Adamitis and Jonas Klimas are on row 6. Row 7 is Andrew Dixon and Zane Quaker. That's where Quaker's going to come back from, David. 14th. Charlie Very is on row 8 with Lewis Holt. Then we've got Oliver Liversedge and Sam Green Gomez. Bella McConville starts in 19th alongside Alfie Lambert. Sophie Caldwell and Aris Ali on row 11. Row 12, Daniel Callahan and Braden Donoghue. And then we've got Kosti Zarov starting on the 25th slot, rounding off a 25 kart field. We've got a problem for the 249. Who was that? That's Daniel Callahan. Yeah, at the back of the field.
And we're already, I think we could already be down an entrant as well. We only had 24 leave. Callahan has got a problem. I'm trying to figure out who's missing. We'll find out in a few moments.
There's no need, mate, because we're about to go racing. Here we go. They're in the tram lines. We like the look of this, do we? Yes, we get this going with a green flag. Oh, and look at that. Absolute amazing kart control from Riley Bishop, who used all of the curb at Oblivion. And Milo Manderson just absolutely white-lined it into Christmas Corner there to keep everybody. It seems like everybody's behind.
Yeah, I think we might have had a few off there because the field is spread out. There's a big gap there from the back of the 244 of Daniel Adamitis back to the rest of the field. We'll pick it up at the end of the lap because it was Riley Bishop who really didn't have to defend, as Joe said, unlike Marcel Poppicle up into second place now in front of Milo Manderson.
Did you see Poppicle kind of waving Milo Manderson? He sort of pointed ahead of him. Now, I'm not sure if they've had something happen there and Poppicle was thinking, I need to give the place back. I'm not sure. Just pure speculation out of his hand gesticulation. I'm not sure what that is, but it's definitely Poppicle that's leading, definitely in second place. Milo Manderson for the first time this weekend. I think that's the first time I've seen him outside of second.
Yeah, I think you could be right. We were correct. There was an incident in the corner at Christmas on that run-up because a few drivers have fallen down in that mid-pack, one of which was Charlie Very. Going forward, though, here's Logan Lauder for Precision Racing, up then into third place with a good move on Milo Manderson, and then defends Milo Manderson, and they're under pressure as well from Daniel Hartley and Jack Robinson. Your top six, or your top second down to six, sorry, it's out the front. Riley Bishop again is checked out.
I think Manderson could be struggling with cold tyres here. I think he might have a slightly different setup regarding tyre pressures starting this race. So I suspect that Manderson's kart will come alive by the time we get to half distance. And then when the tyres are really struggling towards the end of this 12-minute final, we might see Manderson in that black and blue kart there coming back into play. He's got Daniel Hartley behind him, and Hartley there with the red, white and blue overalls there, the blue and white striped helmet, right on the bumper of Manderson. And if Manderson's not careful and these tyres don't hurry up and come on, he's going to have Hartley challenging for that spot.
Milo Manderson, who we feel might be playing a bit of a long game here, but has the damage already been done as he drops down into fourth place behind Riley Bishop, Marcel Poppicle and Logan Lauder, Milo Manderson and Daniel Hartley. And it's Robinson, Quaker up to seventh already in front of Ewan House. Adamitis and Sumner complete your top 10. They're all in the same camera shot. There's Sumner with a white helmet there, rounding out the 10.
Well, Quaker is soon going to come into that picture, isn't he? He's up 7 places from that 14th grid position. We'll try and get a spot on him, the number 222 there, just in the background there of the shot there. That's the last drive there. The blue and white overalls, the orange and white side pod. Meanwhile, we check out Milo Manderson, who's right on the bumper of Logan Lauder. That's Poppicle, Lauder, Manderson, Hartley, Robinson, Quaker now as they cross the line. The leader, Riley Bishop, puts in a 46.8 very early on for that sort of lap time. But he's gone. He's checked out and well ahead of this lot.
Manderson pulls out the slipstream, tries to go down the inside of Logan Lauder. Daniel Hartley slots back in. Zane Kuwaker in that 222, all over the back as Manderson now goes down the inside of Lauder. Hartley could do them both, can he? Yes, he can. Daniel Hartley with a 2-place gain. Fifth up to third for Daniel Hartley.
That was tremendous forceful driving from young Daniel. He's our junior Primo champion, remember. He's on the number 263, and behind him, this is going to play into Hartley's advantage, as behind him, all hell breaking out, and it's the 222. The Zane Quaker, number 222, who now clears that gaggle of karts and up into fourth place, and Hartley will soon have company, I'm pretty sure. Quaker at the front of that field there with the orange and white livery, the blue and black livery is Milo Manderson. He's way down the field, furthest he's been down the field all day.
Yeah, out of position really for Milo Manderson. He's been in second place pretty much most of this race weekend here. Zane Kuwaker, though, who started the weekend in 24th place, is currently in 4th place, in with a sniff of a podium for Zane Kuwaker, a 3-place gain on that lap alone, getting past Manderson, getting past Lauder, getting past Ewan House as well.
Great stuff from the junior Rotax field as ever, and the gap between Hartley and Quaker comes down to 0.44. That's Hartley at the front of the field there into Christmas corner. He's hanging on to that third and final step of the podium. We'll see if our junior Primo champion, it's a big ask to keep somebody like Zane Quaker behind, and Zane Quaker now moves on to the rear bumper of Hartley. Hartley's in the blue and white helmet. Quaker with the, is that black and white helmet? But he's right on the bumper. You don't really need to know that. Hartley looks over, looks to his right, looks to his left, into the boot. He knows it's coming soon. Hartley over the chicane, all of the curb used. Can he hang on to it?
So about to say, a battle of the roses going on here. Hartley from Yorkshire, the Lancashire driver. Zane Kuwaker just behind as well as they run up towards Christmas corner. A look over the shoulder, and they're reeling in Marcel Poppercull as well for second place.
Hartley will want to get past Poppercull as quickly as possible so he doesn't have to defend against Quaker. He's done a cracking job in keeping Quaker behind. Who's this coming behind Quaker though? Milo Manderson, Logan Lauder and you in the house. Not that far behind, and there's the move. That's the move that's been coming. The 222 numbered Zane Quaker now ahead. Now he taps his helmet. Come on, Daniel. Let's catch Marcel Poppercull and help me get that second step of the podium.
He's trying to drag Hartley as well, because Hartley did not lose a huge amount of time there in that overtake, but Manderson has reeled them in as well. Lauder and House could be anybody's for second and third here. Behind them we've got Jack Robinson, who's run a little bit higher than 8th for most of this race weekend. I don't think he'll be too happy with 8th place at the end of this race weekend, and you'll come back into it if they battle. Still 5 minutes to go, Joe. We're just over half race distance. There's plenty more of this book to write.
This one's flew over for me, David. We're past half distance here. We've had some cracking racing. We're kind of neglecting Riley Bishop, who has been so dominant here in Junior Rotax this weekend.
That's his own fault.
Yeah, it is. It is. 3.3 seconds is his lead at the front of this field. Behind him, though, this is where the action is. That orange and white cart there, that's Marcel Poppercull. Behind him, Zane Quaker, Daniel Hartley, Milo Manderson. They're all coming together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that a 7-car train I've got? 6-car train. That's the battle that we're going to have to focus on, because it's coming, isn't it?
Kuwaker round the outside of
I didn't expect to come that
Poppercull.
soon.
No, neither did I. Poppercull defended to the inside, and Zane Kuwaker just said, do what you want, I'm going all the way round the outside of Marcel Poppercull, and Zane Kuwaker's up into second place, and now Poppercull is having to defend and run up into Ozier's as Kuwaker looks over his shoulder. And I think he realises now it could be a comfortable run to second, because Poppercull tries to hold off Hartley and gets forced wide in his contact. That's Logan Lauder round.
Oh, Lauder just keeps out the way. I think he took a bit of a nudge though that put him out there. We'll have to wait and see what transpires there. As Hartley, we've got a spinner there that just cleared the field. before they came through. There's the leader.
Yeah, well,
there's Riley Bishop. That's what he looks like, everybody.
Yeah, it was Logan Lauder getting tipped into a spin by Marcel Popical. Was the two drivers involved there. Popical had already been forced wide by Daniel Hartley on the entry into the boot. That's why the...
Popical lost all his speed, didn't he?
Didn't he?
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether Popical tried to do what Leo Livings did on the final lap and just ease off the throttle slightly to balk the thing, and then Daniel Hartley's just tapped him and he's gone wide, and then the rest of the train was there. And
it does get a bit cramped up there at the boot, and everybody's trying to turn their cart in really tight. It's kind of stop, park it and turn to get onto that ideal line towards the chicane curbings. However, Riley Bishop's gone 3.8 seconds. Then we've got Zane Quaker, and there's the battle for third. Daniel Hartley, the blue and white helmet, and then the blue and black liveried cart of Milo Manderson, who's had a cracking weekend here in Junior Rotax. When it matters, though, for a podium position, this is the one he wants. The audacity of young Hartley, the Junior Primo champion, taking that podium step off him. Daniel here with Ultimate R this weekend, and Milo Manderson now right on his bumper. There's the Popical and Ewan House battle, but it's the third place battle just ahead of them. That looks like it's going to bear fruit. The one just ahead of this one, Nick. Two ahead of that one.
Milo Manderson looked to be out of contention for a podium when he was down in 5th and 6th earlier on. He's been thrown a lifeline, and now it's between him and Hartley. And we think, we spoke earlier about maybe playing a long game in terms of tyres. What's he got left in the locker?
2-minute sounder about to sound. In fact, there it is there. 2 minutes to go. This is when it all comes down. The time is running out. If you're going to have a bash at getting by someone, you're going to have to hurry up and do it. Daniel Hartley, we know how quick this young man is, and Milo Manderson likewise. Milo Manderson, though, has got to find a way by Daniel Hartley here. Into oblivion and through Crook. Hartley out onto the straight. Both drivers using all the curb. That's Zane Quaker from 14th on the grid to 2nd. The gap isn't coming down between Quaker and 2nd and Riley Bishop, though, so that leaves us to focus on this one, David.
Bishop has been the epitome of consistency all weekend, hasn't he? Not beaten in any of the races here this weekend, and looks unlikely to be beaten in this final either on that TB chassis.
Good advert for TB chassis, aren't they? Great advert, because it's been unbeatable.
Unbeatable.
Yeah, so far this weekend in the Winter Series. Across the curb then, Hartley still hanging on to it. 1 minute remaining. They're going to cross the line. They're lapping in the 46s, so it's going to be 2 more laps after this one. And here's Milo Manderson up the inside of Daniel Hartley. Is he going to make it happen? Yes, he does, into Christmas, and Hartley has nothing else he can do but slot in behind. And now Manderson will want to make a break. He does not want Hartley coming back at him.
Hartley does indeed come straight back at him with a little tap into the rear downhill into Ashby. Manderson got that move done early. He was already alongside through the little flick right of Fine Lady on that run up the hill towards Christmas Corner. And now it looks like, as you say, Joe, he's broken a few kart lengths, and that long game that we feel he may have played is currently bearing fruit.
Yeah, I did suspect that, didn't I? I did speculate that his tyre pressures were going to make it a bit of a struggle for him in those early laps, and now he's got the kart underneath him that he's actually been wanting. It's come a bit late, though. We've got no time on the clock. It'll be the last lap board as a move there for Popical. Comes back at Ewan House and takes that 5th place back. That's not over, is it?
Certainly isn't, because Jack Robinson isn't too far off the back of them either. It's a Kato Motorsport sandwich there for Ewan House. He's got Popical in front of him and Jack Robinson just behind, 5th, 6th and 7th on screen.
That battle continues to the boot now, while the leader, Riley Bishop, will have already seen the 1 lap to go board just passing to our right across the curb. Whether this one will go down to the wire is undoubted. The Kato Motorsport drivers just sandwiching Ewan House as they continue on. I think it's only right, Nick, that we should maybe have a look at Riley Bishop. This is the young man that's really been dominant here this weekend. And the TB chassis, the ex-kart driver here, has been pretty unbeatable. He's got a gap of 4 seconds last time by. And here he is in the final stages of this race, David.
Run up towards the boot for the final time for Riley Bishop. It's been a perfect weekend so far. 2 heat victories yesterday. Victory in the superheat as well. And it's going to be another for Riley Bishop as he takes victory here at Whilton Mill. A charge from Zane Kawaka, probably the drive of the weekend, from 14th to 2nd in the final for Kawaka. And they're joined on the podium by Milo Manderson in 3rd place.
Drive of the day, that for me, Zane Kawaka. 14th on the grid there. And then making his way through to 2nd, tremendous.
He's going to feel, particularly after yesterday where he qualified 24th when he didn't really set a time in qualifying, and then he had a retirement as well yesterday morning, that it was a case of what could have been. Could he have taken the fight to Riley Bishop if he'd have started at the right end of the grid? Well, when we go to Warden Law in a month and a half's time, if they're both there, that for me is going to be a superb battle if they find each other on track.
Well, if you look at their best laps, Riley Bishop a 46.74, Zane Quaker a 46.75. Quakers came on lap 8. Bishop's time came on lap 10. So they had the pace throughout there. Gap at the end was 4 seconds. Yeah, I'm looking forward to rounds 2 and 3 of the Winter Series.